following program is sponsored by LBO Academy.
This is the Lifestyle Business Owner Show, where we talk about the street smarts of small business. Your hosts are Aaron and Mayumi Muller, owners of 8 companies that run without them, and founders of the LBO Academy. It's your turn to discover how you can own a business that runs without you. Now, here's Aaron and Mayumi.
Hello, everyone. You're listening to Aaron Muller with the Lifestyle Business Owner Show, where we talk about the street smarts of small business. If you guys can't listen to this entire show, you guys can always go to our website, which is lboradio.com. That's lboradio.com, where you can get this episode or any other previous episode we've done. Today, I got a close friend on the show. We've actually been friends for over 22 years, pretty much started in the business world about the same time, and always we've collaborated together several times, and I just wanted to bring him on so he could share a lot of his wisdom through just all his experiences of different kind of businesses that he's had. His name is Matt Steele. He's been a real estate broker for over a decade. He currently is a real estate broker with eXp Realty, the fastest growing real estate company in the nation. Matt Steele is also the owner of Intext Staging, where he does home makeovers. Whether you have a budget of $5,000 or $50,000, Matt advises homeowners how to spend their money so they can sell their house for top dollar. Matt's company does everything from window cleaning, pressure washing, carpet cleaning, kitchen remodeling, to staging the house in 30 days to get you multiple kitchen remodeling to staging the house in 30 days to get you multiple offers on your property. Also, we have my co-host. She's not only my business partner, but also my partner in life. She's an amazing woman, a true hustler. And if I didn't have her by my side, I'd never have the success I do. Mayumi, take it over.
Oh, thanks, Aaron. Well, you know what? I am excited to have Matt here. He really is not only a phenomenal business owner, but he's a really nice guy, and he's not hard on the eyes to look at either. So, Matt, thanks for being on our show this afternoon. I can't wait to dig in and talk to you about, we want a little bit of history of, businesses. We always talk about failure, right? And people are afraid to fail. But you know what? You can't succeed and grow if you don't fail. So we want to talk about maybe some of the businesses that you had started in the past, and then move into this crazy housing market that we have here in the greater Seattle area. So thank you for being on the show.
Love it. Thank you. I'm glad to be here.
Alrighty. So how did you just wake up or after college or high school and say, you know what, I want to be a business owner?
It's a evolution, I guess. Every single day leads to the next, and you find a lesson in every single one of them. There's no such thing as failure. Failure just helps you to find more of who you are and what the next step in your life is. And it's looking back on it, I just say it was just the burning desire to succeed and to be able to provide and have a family and have dreams.
So Matt, when you were young, you're going out of high school. Did you go to college at all, or
just called high school?
No. Just high school, and then you got into business. You were doing was it the first business that you did was your spa business?
Yep, hot tubs, sales, service, repair. Absolutely.
And that's kind of when I met you back then, when you were doing that, and you're kind of just getting out of that, and then you got into the pressure washing industry and the painting industry. Is that correct?
Absolutely.
Yeah, so that was
So he's
pretty
not
cool.
afraid to do some labor and some hard work, right?
No, actually, I enjoy the physical labor and getting my hands dirty, getting involved, and watching things transform.
That's awesome. So let's talk about now. For a decade, you've been a real estate broker, and holy cow, you are probably rolling in the dough in this market.
It's a good times, but in real estate, it's always a good time. It's you just have to be willing to evolve and change with the times and figure out how to add value in the market. And there's always a place to find opportunity. So,
but let's go back a little bit, because I was around, when you were selling real estate in the crash. Remember that?
Yes.
So that was, one thing that, I've always admired about you is you adapt, right? You adapt and overcome, challenges in business. And that's, what all small business owners need to do eventually. There's always going to be challenges that we have. So when you were, during that period of time, you were cranking out, you're doing really good as a real estate broker. And then all of a sudden the crash came. and then it was just foreclosures. What did you do to adapt to that situation back then that kept you in business to this day?
I didn't let fear take over.
Okay.
And I looked at the market and said, what's next? Because anytime, there's a massive shift, there's always going to be where people see turmoil and there's unknown with drive and knowledge, you can figure out how to, predict where the opportunities will be, and then how to prepare yourself to have the knowledge to be able to add a service that you can really help people in a time of uncertainty. And, just not exactly sure what the next step would be, but you just get involved, and every day turns into the next. And, I love what I do, and you have to love it.
So you just applied what you love to do, but like you got into doing short sales. So tell me, how did you
adapted and found a niche where that was a big deal back after the crash.
No, it was big, and you were doing a ton of those deals.
Short sales.
Hundreds of short sales.
Yeah,
Absolutely.
and so you were one of the top guys out there, pretty much doing short sales, right?
Absolutely.
And was that hard to pull together and actually make money doing it, or was it? I mean, did you get some training to be able to do that, or did you just figure it out on your own?
No, it was full immersion. I mean, when the market was changing like that, I mean, of course, there's going to be some fear. You're like, oh God, what's next? You have your family to provide for, and there's your business is. I'm the type of person, I wake up every single day and I love to work. I have to stay busy, but what
I'll vouch for that.
Yeah, it's just kind of who I am, and I love it. And
I think of you as like a hummingbird.
Well,
you're always kind of just always moving and doing something, which is great.
Yeah, I always find opportunity in life, and I look at every single day as I look for the blessings, and I know that everything happens for a reason. That reason's good, and I've always taken that philosophy, and I don't get negative, and I always believe that everything happens, and like I said, it happens for a reason. That reason's good. And with the short sales, it was a scary time. It was an unknown time, and there's a lot of people were affected by it. But when people are affected in that way, there's definitely an opportunity to go in there and help. And I did. The reasons I love short sales. Most people didn't like short sales. I did. I didn't see it as people losing their home. It gave me the opportunity to connect with people and help them stay focused on what was really important, and that was the breath in our body and the relationships around us. And the house is just it's a monetary thing, and granted,
I agree.
It's important. You have to have stability and a roof over your head, and but
it's just a thing.
It is just a thing.
You can move into another thing and then rebuild, and I think that's a great philosophy to have, because you're helping them get out of a situation that they're just going to be upside down in.
Yeah.
Yeah,
That's awesome.
And I can vouch for it, because I remember back in that time, in '09, right? And I had owned a house. I built a house, and things went bad for us, and so I was like, I called you up, and I said, Matt, what do I do? What's the worst case scenario? And you're like, your credit goes bad, and I'm like, that's it. Yeah. And so I actually was almost empowered by that conversation that you gave me that great advice, just saying, just do it, man. Like, don't dwell on it and just move forward. And that's what I did. And that's what really helped me in my future to really get ahead in my life, just wash out all that negative stuff that was going on and just relax and get through it all. So you probably helped thousands of people, right?
Yeah, and I think people are just attached to things. They think that things make them happy. And I know with Aaron, you said you lost the house and you lost the nice car, but back then, but you know what? It wasn't those things that made him happy. It was not having those things and doing it the way that you want to do it moving forward.
Amen.
So, yeah, that's great, Matt. And that's why you're successful, because you don't just think about yourself. You think about others.
Yeah. So let's fast forward a little bit. Now, we've got an awesome market, obviously.
Oh, man.
So tell us what's going on in today's market.
Well, it's definitely the market has shifted, and I continue to evolve with it. And what I've realized is that in today's home market, the prices have gone up so much that and what I've realized too is the more you fix up your house, the more you're going to get where you're going to sell it. It's if you told me we were going to be where we are 5 years ago, I don't know if I would have believed it, but
or even after the crash.
Holy moly.
Yeah, that's just crazy. I know.
Yeah, our market here in Bellevue, Seattle, is just really crazy, not only on the home side, but business-wise as well, with, these large companies bringing in employment, which they're going to need dwellings to live in, right?
Absolutely, and that's today's market. When I'm working with buyers and sellers, it's really educating them on what's going on, because they kind of know, they hear a little bit of rumors of what's going on, but they really, to be able to understand what's going on, you have to get involved.
Yeah.
When I meet with someone that wants to buy a house, and I explain to them that a house is going to go on the market on Wednesday, and then by Monday we're going to be submitting an offer on that property. There's going to be 15 properties. It's going to escalate, 50 to 100, and sometimes even $200,000-$300,000 over the
So
list
15
price.
offers.
And
You're going to get 15 offers.
15 offers on it.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's highly competitive.
That's insane.
Yeah, and then how to prepare a buyer that they have to buy a property with very
no
little due diligence. I mean, very little
You have to
contingencies.
waive all your
It's-
contingencies.
It is tough. So how do you
Which is
protect?
Yeah, that's
tough.
got to be tough to be a real estate agent in these times, because this is when everybody's getting into it right now, and so it's like it's a time that you're competing with more and more people, right? So let's talk a little bit about that. We'll go back to the market, and talk about where it's going and all that. But I just want to know, as a business person, one thing that again I admire about you is you treat your real estate business as if it's a true business. Like even if you're just a sales agent for EXP Real Estate Realty, you're really running your own business.
Absolutely.
So you don't have any agents correct underneath you right now?
So I've had my own brokerage company for several years, but I recently, this year, I actually closed the brokerage down to join EXP because of what they offer.
Okay. So you still though know that you're going to have to run it as a business, right?
Absolutely.
So what do you do as a this is great for other realtors that are out there and trying to get started and everything. One thing I find is that they do not invest in themselves.
Sure.
Right. So one thing you do is invest a lot of money and stuff into the marketing aspect of your business.
Into the marketing, yes, but into myself is the biggest investment. And I take self-awareness and education.
You know what? I'm going to stop right there. Talking with Matt Steele this afternoon, a successful real estate broker for the past 10 years. We're discussing how to get the most for your home in today's crazy market, but also how Matt treats his real estate sales position as a business, not just a sales job. You can reach Matt at intextstaging.com. You can also follow us on the Lifestyle Business Owner Show anytime, anywhere on Facebook and IG. Please listen to us at the Lifestyle Business Owner Show at lboradio.com. That's lboradio.com.
Time for a quick break, but we'll have more of the Lifestyle Business Owner Show right after this, here on Business Radio 1300 KKOL. Log on to lboradio.com while you listen to the Lifestyle Business Owner Show. Now back to Aaron and Mayumi Muller.
Welcome back to the Lifestyle Business Owner Show, where we talk about the street smarts of small business. Today we're talking with Matt Steele, a successful real estate broker for the past 10 years. We're discussing how to get the most for your home in today's crazy market, but also how Matt treats his real estate position as a business, not just a sales job. You can reach out to Max to go to his website, www.intextstaging.com. If you're local to the area, we're going to talk about that. But the last segment we left off with Matt really not only giving everything to his customers, but also realizing that he has to do everything he needs for himself in order to be a successful broker here. So Matt, I know you talked about, I know you do a lot of self-help and you go to lots of, I know Tony Robbins is your thing. He's phenomenal. And I believe that people have to get tapped into those influencers. It's important to go out there and just get like a recharge and regroup so that you can come back to your business just refreshed and ready to go.
Absolutely. I do. The word recharge resonates within me. It's when I listen to Tony Robbins and the different motivations. He doesn't like to be called a motivational speaker, but
Influencer. Does he like that?
He is.
Yeah.
I have a lot of respect for him and anybody that has a message that they want to share out there. And it's just one person's opinion, and that's just how we can grow ourselves, is by listening to other people and seeing the way they see the world. And if it resonates within you and it brings goodness to you and other people, why not? But
Right.
yeah, definitely love to invest in myself. I mean, every single day I do at least an hour a day of reading or watching videos, and just to, whether it's knowledge or spiritual or informational. I just
Right.
love to learn.
Did you
I think
get
that's
done with my
great.
book yet? Did you finish it?
Yeah, yeah. I'm halfway through your book.
Oh, yeah,
I could
that'll
tell
be
he
a
was
really
lying a little
good
bit
book.
there.
That'll be
I was
a
like,
really good book.
I told you to finish it last night.
It's not on
but-
Audible books yet, so
Yeah.
I love Audible.
Well, I want to
Me
talk
too.
about what you've done, like what type of marketing you do for other realtors out there, and how do you know where to put your marketing dollars. But I
Yeah,
also
there's
want
tons
to
of it.
go into this home staging, the makeovers that you do, which I've seen, guys. And let me tell you, I've gone into some houses that I'm like, And I'm pretty open-minded and visual person, but then once Matt's done with that house, I'm like,
Absolutely.
So tell us about your marketing and where do you put in? How do you know where to put your marketing dollars into?
You put it into yourself. I mean, you have to know what value you add and what your strengths are. And when you say real estate, there's a dozen ways to build a real estate business. Personally myself, the reason that I got into helping people fix up their houses, I found a need where I would meet with people, and their house it needed $5,000 or it needed $25,000, and I watched them struggle either. Calling the contractors, getting the contractors there, overpaying, and just the stress that goes along with it, and also the design pick out. When a homeowner gets involved, they don't always have the current trends and the
Right.
colors of what sells. So
Which is why their house is the way it is when they're getting ready to sell.
yeah, they're very emotionally attached. So I think it's fun to meet my clients, and I do consultations with them and walk through their house, and it's not about how much their house is worth. It's how much it's going to be worth. And well, actually, what it's about is why they're selling it about them. But most
Right.
people, what they're trying to get is the highest amount for their house. And what I did is I put a system together that added value. Whereas one call, we do it all. So when I first,
That's cool.
I first meet with my clients, I walk through the house and find out what their budget is, whether it's $5,000 or $50,000.
I mean, who's going to tell you $50,000 though?
Well-
Are people honest ever with
Well, if
for
it's
that?
a $3.5 million house, it's probably
Oh,
not going
that's
to be
true.
$5,000.
Yeah,
That's true.
so I just last week I listed a $3.2 million house on Lake Sammamish waterfront, and the remodel on it was $160,000, and it took us 30 days to do that. And
Well,
you know,
okay,
I-
so let me stop you.
Sure.
So I heard you say this, but not only do you incorporate furniture because you have this amazing collection of furniture, you actually do construction as well?
Absolutely. We actually
Wow.
went through this particular house. We do it a lot of houses. You can go to Intext Staging. You can see a dozen houses that we've done, $30,000, even $100,000 remodels on it, and the before and afters. And
Nice.
Wow.
That's pretty unique.
That
man. I don't
is
think anyone
very
else
unique.
So you saw a need, right? So here's a great
Yeah.
example of a business person who
Has
who's-
evolved.
He's evolving with the changing times and trying to be in a very competitive industry
Mm-hmm.
and trying to be that person that can actually stand out. And it sounds like you totally stand out because I don't know anybody that does that.
I don't either.
Not at this
it's-
level.
No, it's neat. If,
They're just like, hey, call the contractor.
Well, they'll do it for their
and
own
let us know, when it's done, and then
Yeah.
we'll come in and sell your house.
So maybe they'll do it for their own flips, but they don't typically
Yeah,
do
that's
it
a
for a client,
great
right? So-
idea.
Absolutely.
That's awesome, man.
Yeah, that's my goal, to add value. And if you go to our website, you'll see the testimonials from our clients where we've actually sold their house for hundreds of thousands of dollars more than when we originally met them, what it was worth compared to what we made it worth. So
Wow. And what's the website again?
Intext Staging, so it's interior exterior staging, the abbreviation, so INTEXT staging.
That's great.
Yeah, that's awesome, man. So you're able to build value for people's properties. And the great thing about you, you have this background too of doing other things like the pressure washing and the painting business and the construction business that you've done in the past. So you're not just some real estate guy that just decided I'm going to become a painter and a stager. You actually have experience doing it previously, and you applied those skill sets that you had
Yeah.
into your sales job, basically.
Absolutely, and that's where I say you have to invest in yourself. You have to know what your talent is and your skill
Right.
is. And yeah, I've personally, purchased and flipped over 20 houses. I've built 9 houses, and I've sold thousands of homes for people. So I took my skill sets and said, with what I have and who I am, what can I do that's going to add value to people? And because I'm doing that and I'm loving it and I'm adding that value, it's strictly word of mouth. I mean, we do advertising out there, but 95% of my sales referrals, it's word of mouth.
So do you do all this by yourself?
No, I have a team of people. I mean,
Okay.
Yeah,
So on
absolutely.
your construction side, you have a team, and then the staging side as well?
Absolutely.
And then right now, you're the only broker.
Absolutely.
Okay.
So with Equity Pad, my previous brokerage company that I closed down, and that wasn't because of lack of sales. I mean, I did over
You
$20
killed
million
it.
in
Yeah.
sales. I'm the top
Yeah.
1% broker in the nation. But when I was shown the opportunity of EXP brokerage company, it was just purely one of the best business decisions
Yeah.
I could make. So that's why I went that route. But, I still do exactly what I do. And, instead of Equity Pad, it's EXP. But now I have the option to take myself and duplicate myself and be a business owner that has more freedom. But I can also
Right.
teach real estate brokers what I do and how to build a business and to be free in the real estate business.
Yeah,
So,
no, that's
Right.
awesome.
yeah,
No,
and so,
that's great.
leveraging that platform, I'm really excited about it.
So let's talk about-
essentially, you're an influencer within your community,
Absolutely.
which is great.
Yeah, and in real estate, there is no competition. I mean, everybody needs to work together.
Yes, I agree.
Yeah.
I totally agree.
So let's talk about this crazy market.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
So we make sure we have some time to talk about it because
It's crazy.
It's insane. And do you think that
It's almost
this is
kinda
a bubble?
ridiculous,
Yeah,
but-
is this a bubble right now we're in that it's gonna pop here soon or what?
If I had the crystal ball,
I know,
wouldn't that be
right?
something? But what I see, because I've been doing this for quite some time, but what's different today about yesterday, so to say, is people are putting down 10%, 20%, 50% in cash. So the stability in the market is like no other time. So the amount of job growth that we have, it's neat. I mean, Seattle is surrounded by mountains and waters. It's not like we're in Arizona where you just open up another piece of dirt and you keep going. So we're so geographically limited. It really puts that pressure on our city to grow. I mean, I'm watching people buy old houses for $600,000 and even $1 million and tearing them down and building houses just because they
Right,
want
the
to be in a specific
location.
neighborhood. Yeah. So
And it's funny that you say that because I haven't been in the residential real estate market for years. I did it early, about maybe 15, 17 years ago. But I remember right before the crash, when it was the hot market, it was zero down. Everything was zero down. You can put in your inspection costs into it. You can get cash back at closing for any repairs. So obviously, we should have seen the writing on the wall. Where in this type of scenario, in this economy that we're in, you're saying they're putting 10, 15, 20%, sometimes 50% down, which is how our parents did it.
Absolutely.
My mom always said, okay, you're going to buy a house, you better put 20% down, and so it's kind of a hybrid of the market that it should be and the old school mentality of, you shouldn't be buying a house if you don't have no money,
Yeah.
right?
Absolutely.
Well, yeah, and we're seeing that in our business brokerage too. Same thing. People are coming up with a lot more money down when they're
Yeah.
having to get so many bank loans, which is a unique situation in that. So people just have money.
Yeah.
I mean, I don't know what it's from, where they get it all. I mean, overseas. I mean, is it mostly overseas buyers around here, or is it?
Business is just good all around. I mean,
Yeah.
look around us with Amazon and Microsoft.
Yeah.
It's amazing to see the amount of tech jobs that are out there, but also the small businesses, the entrepreneurs that are out there succeeding. Everybody who wants to do good, really has a desire to succeed in this market. I haven't seen a better time than
Right.
like there is right now. It really is good. So,
I totally agree with you. I feel like for small business owners, it's just a great time if anyone's considering being a business owner. I mean, wow, if you got the drive, passion, desire, and obviously money, do it. If that's what you've always wanted to do, because this is a time where you're going to be successful.
I agree. The thing about success is the wheel's round, it rolls. You just have to find someone, that's out there doing it and do what they do, and then
Right.
add you to it. Figure
Exactly.
out who you are and what you love, and do what you love. So
I think that's great. So tell me, who is? I'm going to go back to we were talking about the marketing, because I want to know again, how do you know where to put? I know you put in yourself, but do you do signs? Do you have your pictures on your sign? Are they on your business cards? Do you think that that's huge, or is that old school?
Yeah, I do have my picture on my sign, and I do have my picture on my business card. You go to my website, there I am. There's a bio about me because I believe the business is me, and I want to
That's
put
great.
myself out there. I have nothing to hide. It's full transparency.
You want to put a visual to your bio too, you know?
Absolutely, absolutely.
You know what? We are talking to Matt Steele. Thank you so much for being on the show today. You can reach out to Matt if you're in the greater Seattle area at www.intextstaging.com. If you prefer to call him, you can call him at 425-652-0130. You guys, not only is he a broker, he is a home makeover specialist. Reach out to him. Here at the Lifestyle Business Owner Academy, we're not rendering financial or legal advice. We're not telling you what you should or shouldn't do with your money or your business. We're simply telling you what we do personally here. When we come back, we're going to start our LBO segment. This is where we talk about getting an opportunity to know us a little bit better, and we'll discuss how to buy a business, grow your profits, and make it run without you. Make sure you follow us on the Lifestyle Business Owner Show anytime, anywhere on Facebook and on Instagram. You can also listen to the Lifestyle Business Owner Show anytime, anywhere on lboradio.com. That's lboradio.com. Again, I want to thank Matt Steele from Intext Staging for joining us this afternoon. And you know what? Reach out to him if you want to buy a house. Thanks a lot.
We'll be right back with more of the Lifestyle Business Owner Show after this brief break here on Business Radio 1300 KKOL.